They could have Ryan Miller. They could have Dominic Hasek. I don't care who you are in net for the Darren Pupa. That's a good one. But you've got to defend. They have to defend. Their team defense cast has to be better. I don't care who they have in net. You got to defend not only defensively with defensemen, but also as five-man units with their forwards coming back and helping out.
100%. And, there was a ton of pressure, and there will be a ton of pressure on Devin Levi. And, the injury, disappointing for him, obviously. But, watching him early, you could see the nerves, right? You can just see he was still trying to figure out shooters. There was a lot of movement in net. This opportunity to sit out a little bit might give an opportunity to just slow the game down a little bit for him for when he's able to come back.
Sabres and Habs coming your way from Buffalo. First meeting this year. John Bartlett, Gary Galley, Kyle Bukauskas will have your call. We will see you after 20. Enjoy the Sabres and Habs next on Rogers Monday Night Hockey. The Sabres and the Habs both coming off victories on Saturday night. They look to keep that streak alive. John Bartlett, Gary Galley have the call. We will see you after 20 minutes here on Rogers Monday Night Hockey. To John Bartlett.
Thank you very much, David. Good evening, everyone. First of four meetings between the Sabres and Canadiens tonight here in Buffalo. Tonight's starting goalies brought to you by Cobb's Bread. Celebrate fresh. Jake Allen had 31 saves in the win against Washington on Saturday. 7-3-1 in his career against Buffalo in his 398th career game tonight. Eric Comrie stopped 24 of 25 shots for his only start of the season with a win against the Islanders on Saturday. 0-1-1 is his record in his career against Montreal. Nick Suzuki, Tyson Joe set to go. We're underway on a Monday night at KeyBank Center here in Buffalo. Jordan Harris after the puck first, left it for Jonathan Kovacevic. Chased by Jost, got it up onto the wing. Suzuki went to dump it in, fanned on it. Sabres clear it out. Harris will backtrack. He waits and rings it right back in. Lifton lets it go up the boards. Zemgus Girgensons is there, and he'll tip it out. Now Suzuki with 2 assists in the game Saturday against Washington. On the puck as he'll play it back to the net. Grabbed by Raphael Harvey-Pinard. Cole Caulfield has got it. Tried to get it in front. Went off the foot of Johnson. Suzuki to the point for Harris. Played back in at Caulfield. He'll knock it down. Takes the shot, and it's blocked by Johnson. And Eric Johnson will lift it out at center and get it back to the Canadiens line. Batted away, and that'll be a hand pass called against Kovacevic.
Well, it's always the little things. Both these teams are coming off wins. And the little things are what add up to big things, and just the dump into the zone. Harris gets the puck, and as he crosses the red line, everyone is skating towards him who's clearing the zone, and the dump in hard around where no one's going. That's where you lay the soft side dump in, and you let your players attack it who are on the strong side. The hard around goes to 2 Sabres players, and they clear the zone.
Michael Pezzetta will handle it into the Buffalo zone. He goes right after it, and they'll finish his check as Jordan Greenway bends it up the wing, cut off by Savard. Now Taves Thompson on it. Thompson up to center. Had 10 shots against the Islanders on Saturday, a career high. Dahlin hands it off. Here's Samuelson waiting. Goes back for Rasmus Dahlin. Traffic in front. Dahlin still holding on to it. Now he's bent along the boards and bumped by Pezzetta. Cousins trying to get it in front. That's off the stick and sails into the Montreal bench.
Well, the Buffalo Sabres start this season off with 5 of their first 6 games right here at home, and you got to make hay while the sun shines. Not the greatest of starts, 2-3. After tonight, they go to Ottawa, and they have 13 of their next 18 games on the road. And we all know it's harder to win on the road. So it would do themselves a good service here to get these 2 points here versus Montreal tonight before they head to Ottawa post-game.
Off the draw, it is poked past Jokiharju by Slafkovsky. Will get it to center. Tuck sends it back to the Buffalo line. Owen Power will carry it in. Checked by Anderson. Here's Skinner trying to find a little space. Slides it back for Jokiharju. Play it across for Owen Power. Power to Jokiharju. Casey Middlestat on the boards. Gives it off for Tuck. Dropped it for Middlestat. Middlestat walking in on the backhand, and he laid it off the stick of Savard. Power trying to hold it. Grabbed by Matheson. Oh, and he sends it up, but Anderson was looking over the wrong shoulder, and it's going to be an icing call instead of maybe a 2-on-1 break.
Well, both these teams, Montreal Canadiens, they kind of know what their expectations are. No one's got false thoughts thinking this team's going to just easily run into the playoffs. It'll take a heck of an effort for them to get into the playoffs. They're in a rebuild mode. But for the Buffalo Sabres, not that at all. Their expectations are high. They're expected to be in the playoff hunt. And although they've got kind of a so-so start, there's lots of games left to get things turned around and get on track here.
Victor Olofsson opted off. Now it's Samuelsson on it. Samuelsson tried to get a shot through, blocked by Slafkovsky, and he takes it away. Juraj Slafkovsky trying to drive the net, got the shot, it goes wide, throws it back towards the goal. It's off the back of the net. Anderson knocks it loose, but can't get it in front. Now the Canadiens control it as Monahan will backhand it in the corner. Samuelsson up with it. Hands it off for Rasmus Dahlin. Dahlin riding a 4-game assist streak. He's got 5 assists to start the year as Pearson will bring it in. Snapped it on net. Save made by Comrie. Gallagher after the puck. Comes to the point. Here's Xhekaj shooting. That's blocked. Rebound. Scores! Justin Barron buries it. And the Canadiens get the opening goal of the game in Buffalo.
Well, this starts with a breakdown at the blue line. The Buffalo Sabres lose a man. Slafkovsky gets loose, and he's on his horse right down the middle of the ice. He can't finish it off, but the Canadiens continue to win the battles for the 50-50 pucks. Pearson turns a loose puck into a goal-scoring opportunity, and then the control of the puck in the offensive zone, and Xhekaj puts the puck to the net as it kicks out. Barron's right there to slam it into the wide-open net, and the Canadiens open up the scoring with a 1-0 lead here in the first.
4 or 5 games this year, the Canadiens have scored the opening goal of the hockey game. Justin Barron with his first of the season, making the best of his opportunity with Caden Cooley out of the lineup. Here's Gallagher down the wing, checked along the boards by Connor Clifton. Erik Johnson up with it. Johnson ahead for Kyle Okposo, the Sabres captain, who gets stopped at center by Cole Caulfield. Caulfield trying to feed it back over for Nick Suzuki, taken away by Tyson Jost, and he'll play it in the Montreal zone. Harris goes after it. Jost was caught up with the linesman Brad Kovacic there on the boards. Suzuki brings it in, dropped off. Caulfield lost his stick trying to play. Moved down the ice, Kovacevic on it. Being watched by Tage Thompson. Thompson after the puck, trying to settle it down. It's flipped out to center. Raphael Harvey-Pinard over the line for Nick Suzuki. Tried to get it towards the goal, and it's cleared away as Kovacevic has got it again. He'll fire it in, and Jokiharju will retreat behind his own net. Watched by Harvey-Pinard, so he'll swing it around for Owen Power. Power bumped by Nick Suzuki. Pezzetta in there on the forecheck as well. Jammed up by Power. Jokiharju's got it. Hazeluk up ice. Tried the pass. Looked the hit from Pezzetta. And Cousins is forced to dump it to the Canadiens line. Jesse Ullinen will feed it in as Owen Power goes after it. Around the boards it goes. Matheson throws it towards the net, goes wide. Ullinen after the puck, chopped it back to the goal for Jake Evans. Evans tangled up with Jokiharju. Alex Newhook trying to knock it loose as Middlestad's got it. He'll clear it out, and that'll make it back to center. Savard up ahead for Matheson. Mike Matheson down the wing, around the net. Looks to the point, goes there for Savard. Got it across. Evans fires. Oh, that hit Newhook right in the back. And Newhook slow to get to his feet. And he's going to make his way to the Canadiens bench. That one stings. Here's Savard. Pass up to center. Monahan is on it. He'll play it off for Slafkovsky. Juraj Slafkovsky trying to get it in front for Monahan. Anderson back to the line, intended for Barron, but it's cleared out. Middlestad trying to feed it for Tuck. Back by Josh Anderson. Slafkovsky into the Buffalo zone, turns it over though as he was on his own, and now the Sabres ice the puck.
Well, it's a good start on the road for the Montreal Canadiens. Keep it simple, keep the puck moving, get pucks to the net. As we have this shot coming from Evans, and as it comes through traffic, it catches Newhook. I'm not sure if it catches him in the back of his leg or hits him right in the back. And here's another look at Slafkovsky's breakaway as he cuts in, and the stick just on it at the last second. Great play there by Samuelsson.
Arbor Xhekaj off for Pearson, lost it at the line. Jeff Skinner trying to catch up to it. And Skinner will get it in deep. He's at the end of a shift here. The rest of the Sabres get a change. Now Gallagher will hook it down the ice in a race for the puck. Johnson's got the step on him. Johnson knocked down by Gallagher. Penalty coming up here to Montreal. Sabres will get the power play as Comrie goes to the bench for the extra attacker. Clifton throws it back. Peyton Krebs watched by Nick Suzuki. Peterka off for Krebs. He'll get it up to the Canadiens line. Peyton Krebs on the puck. Throws it on net. Allen the save. And then it's Peterka trying to get it over to Krebs. Now along the line, Power onto the boards for Olofsson. Back to Power. Connor Clifton to Olofsson. Olofsson waiting with it. Hands it off down low, gets it back. Olofsson. Nifty move. Peterka shoots. Allen the save. And the puck's cleared and then touched by the Canadiens. And Gallagher will go to the box for tripping. A Buffalo power play coming up when we return after a Justin Barron goal as the Canadiens out front 1-0.
Now the Buffalo Sabres will try to get their power play in track here. Only one power play goal on 16 tries thus far.
Here's Skinner, scores! Jeff Skinner, what a shot! Power play goal, and it's 1-1.
Well, you take a penalty 200 feet from your net. Brendan Gallagher, a tripping call way down in the offensive zone. And all of a sudden, the team that has been struggling on the power play finds a way to light the lamp fairly quickly. You win the face-off down low, you get the puck, and if you give him space, take it. Matheson adjusts a few steps up, and as he does, Savard, you can see, is already up there, and Skinner, being a left-handed shot, he goes, well, if you're going to let me walk in, I'm going to walk in. And he does, finds a hole, puts it in the back of the net, and that's a big power play goal for the Sabres because it's been a real struggle for them. And to get that early in the game will give them some confidence.
Well, they've had success on the power play against the Canadiens. They're now 10 for 28 in their last 9 games, including that goal. So maybe that was the recipe they needed to get going. And Jeff Skinner's been magic against Montreal.
Well, that's the 95th and 96th minute against the Montreal Canadiens in just 4+ games here to start the season. That's the worst in the National Hockey League. A team that can't afford to take that many minutes of penalties, they're going to have to slow that number down.
13th goal for Jeff Skinner as a Sabre against the Canadiens. Here's a chance for Arbor Xhekaj, and his shot goes over the glass and out of play.
Oh, Comrie into the nets, replacing Levi, who is a little bit banged up, started the season. And he looked pretty good the other night against the New York Islanders. And right here, another turnover, and the puck comes out in front. It's Xhekaj who's the recipient of a good fortunate bounce, but getting in the way out in front to block it. That's what you got to do. You got to get in those shooting lanes. And for the Sabres, just they got to do a much better job managing the puck in their zone when they're trying to clear it. So far, they've turned over 2 or 3, and it's led to Montreal having some good offensive zone time.
Number 24, Dylan Cousin. And number 26,
Anderson, after the puck, played it back behind the net. Brought out by Buffalo, though, as Jordan Greenway will get it to center. Anderson for Xhekaj. Barron onto the wing, and Slafkovsky will knock it in. Turned back by the Sabres. Tage Thompson will carry it in over the line. Thompson takes the shot, and it's blocked. He goes after the rebound, but Slafkovsky flies in to get to it. Thompson trying to fight forward back in front of the net, but it's flipped out by Josh Anderson. Newhook turns on the Jets to race after Owen Power, but he moves it up for Cousins. Greenway will angle it in. Allen out of the net. He'll leave it back to the goal. Sabres get a change. Kovacevic up for Nick Suzuki. Poked off his stick, so he's forced back by Oposo. He'll dump it off for Kovacevic. Kovacevic head for Caulfield off his stick. Johnson in the corner. Plays it up the boards as Harris stepped in on Oposo. Now Harris backs up inside his own line. Being watched closely by Tyson Jones. Girgensons on the forecheck trying to get up to it. That puck gets shot out of play.
Well, the one thing you try to do as a hockey club is reduce your penalty minutes. You want to be in the box the least amount of times as you possibly can. And the teams that do take a lot of penalties, you better have a very solid penalty killing unit, or you get fall behind in games. You give your opponents puck possession, lots of good positive touches on the power play. And for the Montreal Canadiens, 97 minutes in penalties in the early parts of this season. And that's a lot of killing and giving your opponents a lot of time with the puck.
And you mentioned it as well, Gary. That's 14 offensive zone penalties for the Canadiens this year, the most in the NHL. Here's Gallagher trying to get the goal back, and he snapped it just wide. Savard to Matheson. Had a little miscue, but he'll get it back and dump it into the corner. Pearson tied up. Gallagher goes after it. Owen Power on the puck. On the boards for Middlestat. And it's cleared to center. Savard has got it. He'll play it off for Matheson. Buys top. Here comes Matheson to center. Hands it off for Gallagher. Brendan Gallagher checks up. Tried to feed it in front for Pearson. Couldn't get a stick on it. Middlestat the other way for Buffalo. Will bank it off the glass and in. And Allen's out of the net. Jackeye leads the rush. Played it up for Ullinen. Just out of his reach. Rasmus Dahlin on ahead for J.J. Peterka. Beats it over to Krebs. Peyton Krebs coming in. Backhand right on Allen the save. Thrown in front by Peterka. And grabbed by Olofsson. He'll slide it back to the line. Krebs has got it. Over to Victor Olofsson. Olofsson trying to get around Perrin. Justin Perrin takes it for the boys. Jackeye trying to chop it away. Krebs pulls it out. Krebs shoots up the outside of the net. Peterka spins away from the check of Pezzetta. Peterka shoots. Kicked away by Allen. Sabres buzzing a little bit here. Krebs hands it off. It's dumped in deep. Olofsson rolled it back to the point. Rasmus Dahlin throws it towards the net. It's off a leg and wide. And Ullinen will get it off the boards and out.
Well, the first 3 or 4 shifts of the game, Montreal controlled the pace, and they controlled the 50-50 puck battles. They won a lot of battles, had some offensive side. Since the power play goal, it's been all Buffalo.
Dylan Cousins checks up. Tries to shake off Kovacevic. He'll leave it there for Greenway. Goes back to the point. Jokiharju on it. Jokiharju in the middle. Drops. Here's a chance. And Greenway's shot was blocked by Newhook. Owen Power plays it off for Greenway into the skates of Cousins. Thompson with it. Gage Thompson. Down around the net. After it goes Jokiharju. Played it off for Thompson. Thompson will throw it around far side. Owen Power is there. Met by Slafkovsky. Now Greenway trying to knock the puck loose. Caught up with Harris. Oh, and a hit there at the line and a 2-on-1 for the Canadiens. Slafkovsky comes in, shoots. Save made by Comrie. He had Newhook with him. Tried the shot. And he was stopped. Now he's going to get another chance here as he gets to center. This time they'll dump it in. Head out for the change.
That's a couple of bad decisions up at the blue line for the Sabres that have led to outnumbered attacks. Slafkovsky with both of those, but he hasn't been able to get the red light to turn on.
Suzuki into the corner. Harvey Pinard goes after it. Girgensons. Checked by Matheson. Suzuki knocks it free. Savard after into the corner. Jarred loose by Cousins. Comes back for Caulfield. Caulfield trying to get away from Girgensons. They'll play it back for Harvey Pinard. Suzuki after the puck. Connor Clifton comes flying in. He's down behind the net. Here's Harvey Pinard with a backhand that goes through the crease. Matheson trying to play it, but it's taken away by Tyson Jost. Jost cuts in, can't get around Savard. He's got it back and got the shot, and Allen made the save.
That's a 1-on-2. There's no way that he should get a shot on your net when you've got two guys honing in on him like that.
Monahan will knock it to center. Samuelson back on it, played it up for Jost. Tyson Jost will dump it off. Dahlin over to Samuelson. Here comes Skinner, stopped at the line. Middlestat trying to follow up with it. Over to Skinner, holds the shot. He'll play it off, and a bouncing puck settled down by Alex Tuch. Tuch after it in the corner behind the net. For Turka, lost an edge and then missed it as Barron will slide it over to Monahan. Sabres keep it in. Gallagher there to get it out though, and he'll now skate it through center. Brendan Gallagher. Down the wing, checked by Dahlin, dumps it off. Samuelson over to Dahlin. Pearson after him, but he'll bounce off of him, and that allows Samuelson to take the puck. Maturka will get it into Kovacevic after it. Down for Harris, up on the wing, Ullinen. Cut off of the boards, he'll get it to the line and out. Olofsson is there, and now it's Kovacevic to center. Evans hands it off for Pezzetta. Pezzetta checks up, played it for Harris off his leg. It'll kick back to center.
You would have needed a first baseman's glove to snag that. Oh, that is a tough hit Pezzetta just took. That is going to be a boarding call, 100%.
And it will draw a crowd inside the Sabres zone here.
That was right in front of me, Bartz. That was a solid hit that he never saw coming. I was surprised he got up as quick as he did. And the Canadians will have themselves a power play. He's looking at all numbers.
So a big hit and a power play coming up in a 1-1 game in Buffalo on Rogers Monday Night Hockey.
Well, the Montreal Canadiens will have a chance to get the lead back in this one. They'll go on the power play. Michael Pezzetta took a pretty good crack into the wall. Krebs came in, it was all numbers. He lowered the boom, and there's no doubt in anyone's mind in the building that that was going to be 2 minutes. The Canadiens' power play has been so-so, running around 79%. But against the Sabres, as you mentioned, the last 8 outings, they're 0 for 23. So not only have they given up some power play goals, they haven't scored many in the last 8 games versus the Buffalo Sabres. And what a referee looks at when you see a hit that's questionable like this is, first of all, does the player know you're coming? Is he aware you're coming? Can he protect himself? And at that point, Pezzetta was looking into the Sabres zone. You could see his numbers clearly 55, and he did not see Krebs, so it's kind of a blind side, and it's up to the player throwing the hit to make the decision not to throw the hit. Krebs followed through, and that's why Canadians are on the power play.
Talked about how the power play success for the Sabres against the Canadians might have been what they needed. It's the opposite for Montreal. They're 0 for 23 in their last 8 games against Buffalo. The Sabres actually have scored 4 goals with 1 shorthanded goal that the Canadians have had with the man advantage. Suzuki sets it up for Anderson, poked away by Oposo. They can't get by Matheson, who's back on the puck first. Halfway through the power play. Matheson drops it back. Newhook skates it into the Sabres zone. Tries to drive the net. He's after it in the corner. Swung it around the boards. Gallagher waiting for it. Quick pass for Arbor Jacka. Jacka to Gallagher. He'll tee it up. It's Suzuki right after it. Checked by Greenway. Played off the glass. Tanner Pearson fighting for it. Connor Clifton trying to hold it up against the boards. Suzuki lost it. Jordan Greenway will skate it out. He'll get it to center and float it in, then is stood up by Jacka. Alex Tuch jumps on it. He's going to fire it all the way back to his own zone. Dahlin for Tuch. They're going to have a little give and go here. Power for Tuch. Long pass to center. Thompson will work it in. Tage Thompson trying to go to the net with it. That's going to do it for the power play. Arbor Jacka lifted out to center. Stopped though by Thompson and dumped in. And Allen will stop it. We have too many men on the ice.
Montreal Canadiens, extra guys in the line change, and the back referee picked it up, and they'll have a too many men on the ice penalty coming up.
So the Sabres will get a chance to go back to the power play when we return in a 1-1 game. Barron and Skinner, the goal scorers in Buffalo on Rogers Monday Night Hockey on Sportsnet.
You end up playing with 6 players and you don't even know it. That's what the Montreal Canadiens were doing. They had 6 guys on the ice for a period of time. You can always tell when it's an obvious one because there's no argument whatsoever. And there wasn't from the Montreal Canadiens when that play was called.
They'll clear it down the ice, and the Sabres will set it up. Puck got away from Thompson at center. Monahan tried to play it. It's blocked. Cousins will lift it in the corner. Matheson up off the glass, and that hit the netting.
Well, the Buffalo Sabres have a lot of offensive weapons. Tage Thompson is one of them. 47 goals last year. He's only got 1 right now. Tuck hasn't lit the lamp yet. Neither has Olofsson, but Skinner's got 3. Cousins got a couple. But the one thing that I think this team has got to improve on is their ability to defend and have better puck management and not give their opposition too many offensive chances. And you all know scoring goals is great, but you got to be able to defend as well. And I think that's been the hardest thing to kind of get down is the defensive sides of the game.
Cousins hands it off for Thompson. Back to Rasmus Dahlin. Over to Thompson, walking in, trying to feed the pass through the skates of Harvey Pinard. It didn't work, and the Canadiens clear it.
A good job getting in the shooting lane for Monahan and not trying to make something out of nothing. Ice the puck, get it down 200 feet, get a line change in, get some fresh bodies on the ice.
Middlestat flips it onto the wing. Krebs drops it back. Olofsson with it. Olofsson on the boards trying to get away from Ullinen. Victor Olofsson checks up, goes to the line. Owen Power sends it across for Middlestat. Behind the net, Krebs mishandles it. Now he's pressured by Harris. Harris and Krebs in a battle. Peterka looked to center it. Olofsson in the corner. Krebs around the boards. Middlestat racing after it. He'll get there in time. But then it is off the skate of Evans and out.
Nice job by the Canadiens, especially the 2 defensemen down low. You got Harris and Kovacevic down low. The puck gets to the corner. Harris pressures right away, and Kovacic goes right in with them. Apply that 2-man pressure. Make sure that puck doesn't get out to the front of your net.
Peterka down the wing and into the corner. Checked by Matheson. Savard up with it. Savard laid it across for Pearson. Tanner Pearson over for Harvey Pinard. Dahlin will slide it across for Peterka. He'll get it out to center. Savard is there. Indians keep it in the Buffalo zone. Tanner Pearson shooting. Comrie makes the save. Falls into his glove.
Well, this period has just flown by. There's been some great pace in this game. Only 27 seconds left here in the first period as the Montreal Canadiens do a nice regroup as Savard doesn't back up with the puck. Instead of backing up into the neutral zone and waiting for all his forwards, he steps right up. And when he steps up, the Canadiens turn it quickly, get it back on the net. Pearson gets another chance, and a nice job by Comrie. Shut that down.
Monahan scramble off the drop. And the Sabres will get it out. Rolled in by Girgensons, and Barron's on the puck. Oposo right in on Barron. Comes loose for Thompson. Taken away by Caulfield. They'll have to hurry. Cole Caulfield over the line. Caulfield waiting, shoots, and that one's high over the net. Comrie might have got a piece of it. Jacki backs up inside his own zone, and that'll do it. Period number 1 comes to a close. Sabres outshoot the Canadiens 7-4 in that period, but a Jeff Skinner goal for Buffalo and a Justin Barron goal for Montreal has us tied at 1-1 through 20 minutes of play as we send it back to David Amber.
Colby, Anson, Cassie, and David, great to have you along. It's 1-1 after 1. Habs score first, and then Jeff Skinner, the 6-time 30-goal scorer, equals the game at 1, and something you picked up, Anson, on that Skinner goal.
I always learned, keep it simple, stupid. And that's exactly what Jeff Skinner did in this power play. 6.3% on the PP, 29th cast, and you're looking at me laughing right now. But look, Skinner gets the puck down low, and there's no dusting it off. He takes it right to the cage. He understands that there's a gap between the defenseman and himself in the corner. He takes his skates off the wall, off the red line. Goalie goes down. I never like seeing the goalies do this reverse VH. I want to see my goaltender stand up. And Jeff Skinner, a lot of credit to him. There's zero hesitation to his game whatsoever. So this is a good sign for the Buffalo Sabres with a mediocre power play so far. Small sample size, but this is a sign that they're willing to be, advantageous to themselves and take the puck to the net.
Well, they got to get it going, though. I just feel like there's nothing there. They're not in sync. They don't look like they have any jam or jump or pop, from what I expected coming this year. Maybe it's my own expectations. Sorry, Buffalo. I had high expectations for you guys. I picked you guys to make the playoffs at the start. I'm changing my mind.
Yeah, 2 weeks later.
know.
It took all of 2 weeks for Colby to completely change his mind.
Yeah.
The purple suit must be tight or something.
Yeah, I'm not using my brain correctly, maybe, but I got to see some more from their big boys. I got to see it. I got to see something coming.
Cousins, Thompson have combined just for not a heck of a lot so far this year, but it's still early. Meanwhile, Juraj Slafkovsky, the sophomore season for him, you're seeing some growth in his game, Cass.
There was some debate as the season started whether or not they should put him back in Laval or bring him up, and I think they're trying to be as patient as they can with him, but I really like what I've seen, some development in his game. Just a nice job here in the defensive zone, good stick in the lane, good angling, ends up getting, a chance. The shot gets tipped up to wide, but nonetheless, it's a chance. Well, here's Saturday night, and this is where I really see growth. Second guy in, helping out his teammate, using his body here to shield, makes a pass, doesn't stand around, busts to the middle. Get to those areas where you're going to get a scoring opportunity, gets a little physicality there. You can see he gets the worst of it in that situation, but you see his feet are moving. You see he's more reacting. He's not sort of, looking around, waiting. You can see he's starting to read the game a little bit better and a little bit quicker.
And you're talking about every time, Cass, earlier about you turn the TV on, you see all these young stars. We forget these are still young hockey players. This is 100%. Still the best league in the world. So not every single time we're going to see a young player getting drafted first overall and take the league by storm. It's going to take 2 or 3 years of development. Lucky for him, the Montreal Canadiens are patient right now, and they'll allow him to have that growth in his game arm.
It's crazy. And then the difference is, right, years ago they would have sent him to the minors. You would have developed. You would be down there. You'd go home and play. Now they're doing it in the NHL with a lot of these guys. I mean, I was at the draft combine during his draft, which wasn't long ago. He had braces still. I mean, he's a young guy.
Colby, is this a byproduct? Listen, Shane Wright, who was taken 4th overall, has started. Is it because he's the first overall pick? There's that expectation.
I think
he's the first overall pick.
Of course.
So you get rushed a little bit.
I think it comes with it, and I think it comes with it on himself as well a little bit, too.
In that market, too, right? The expectations, doesn't matter how old he is, they're high.
So, meanwhile, something that caught our eye is the number of empty seats we're seeing at KeyBank Center. And, there's all this promise, all this optimism surrounding the Buffalo Sabres, despite what Colby had to say about the start to the season. Their home opener, that's a beautiful number, 19,000 plus there against the Rangers. But look at the decline. What do you guys make of this? I'll start with you, Anson. You're a big league exec guy here. What's the concern here in Buffalo?
This is unacceptable. Buffalo Sabres fans, you guys have an outstanding young hockey team. Tage, Thompson, Levi, who's going to be a good goaltender. You've got Dylan Cousins. I could go down the list. Owen Power, Darlene, first overall draft picks. And you're not out there supporting your team. You got to go out and support your squad. It's not like just a boring team to watch, too, Cass. This is a fun, exciting team. So if I'm a Buffalo Sabres fan, I'm going to go out there and buy those tickets and support these guys.
It's surprising. I keep saying, is there a Buffalo Bills game? That's what it is? Is it traffic? Are we going to see more in the second period? Just really surprising to me. Having said that, you guys live in the U.S. When I travel down there to do a game, I'm just surprised at how tough it's been for some of those cities post-COVID, right? And people are struggling, and these tickets are expensive. And, I'm curious, with everything sort of post-COVID and the economy and all that kind of stuff, if we're starting to see it in the NHL lack of attendance.
And I would think the players feel that too, right? Like if you're there and there's excitement and buzz around your team, Buffalo's a great sports town. I love going there. Just beers, wings, bars stay open till 4. It's unbelievable.
Not the teams.
Yeah, that goes with the teams. It's
hot
just fun. It's awesome.
Pepper?
Yeah. I'll go hot. I'll do it all.
Right.
But it's if I was on that team and I was a young guy and we had all this pump coming in the year and then we're getting crowds like that, I would be excited, but then I would feel like, what's going on here? what's going on with our team.
Yeah.
Now it is early and maybe a little bit of a winning streak, a bit of traction. They'll change things. We'll see what happens there. Time for take. He's always angling for that. Take your pick. Let's start with OV. Scoreless this year. Will Alexander Ovechkin score 40 goals this year? Start with you, Cass.
100%. Do you know out of 5 of his 18 seasons where he hasn't scored 40 goals, he's going for the all-time record. It's a slow start, no question about it, from the entire team. This is a guy that's going to get, I say, 45.
Wow, okay.
45.
He's had slow starts, but that's when he was younger, not as long in the tooth. And that's also when he had Nick Backstrom riding shotgun. Backstrom came off a major surgery. Doesn't look like the same player. I think he's a Hall of Fame player, very underrated two-way hockey player, but he's been known to give Ovi the puck when he wants it.
Yeah.
And Backy's not there right now, so I'm going to say no.
I would say no. I'd say 38. He'll get 38 goals. I think once he heats up, there's no question in his spot, just all day. He can get 20 even when he's like 55 years old. Just put him in his spot.
55.
But it's been a tough start. I think they come up short. Their team will just fall short, obviously, with the way they're going. But the goals just won't be there like they usually are.
All right, we'll wait and see. Who would you rather?
38's a good year, though.
Who would you rather have? Tim Stützle and Jake Sanderson, or Rasmus Dahlin and Tage Thompson? I love this one. Colby.
This is a hard one. I found this one hard when proposed this question, but I would have to go with the Ottawa guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll go Stützle, Sanderson. Stützle is a wizard. He does compete and gets into hard areas too for a super skilled guy. We saw his production last year as well, and Sanderson's just coming on and he's already a stud. So, yeah, I'll take those two.
No brainer. If you saw their last segment, you know, like Jake the Snake Sanderson and Timmy
That's a
Stützle.
no-brainer.
And that tape there, you saw Brady Tkachuk give him the puck. No one's going to mess with Tim Stützle. Brady Tkachuk's going to own this league in a couple years once he grows in that man strength. He already does right now. So Stützle can run around, do what he has to do, Cass, and he's got Brady Tkachuk to watch his back.
The hardest take your pick we've ever had, but you guys have been drinking the Kraken. That was part of the sponsorship package because, listen, this was so tough, but I'm always going to take size and skill over anything else. If you've got skill and you've got size, and that's where I think the slight edges, I think Sanderson and Dahlin sort of, complement each other in the sense that you can, cancel those two out. But you've got skill and you've got size with Thompson, so I'm going Thompson and Dahlin.
Okay,
that was tough. That was tough.
I changed my mind. Good job, Cass.
We're not on in Buffalo. You know that, right?
Pardon? I know. Sorry, Ottawa fans. They're going to give it to me anyways. It doesn't matter.
All right, there's another edition of Take Your Pick. Again, it's 1-1 after
you were
one.
talking about? Let's get
Absolutely.
Straight ahead. Oh, there are the wings. Oh, my goodness, I'm getting hungry.
No one there
Straight
to eat
ahead,
them,
we're
though.
teeing up a historic night in the NHL. All 32 teams in action, staggered start times. We're going to preview that action next.
I love that.
And they take on the Minnesota Wild, 9 p.m. Eastern on Sportsnet West. Oilers in trouble? Anyone?
A little
The
bit.
league's in trouble without a guy like that. You want to see
Yeah,
him.
we need to see McDavid.
I can't believe we're going to have that
Classic.
many games. How the heck are we going to
It's going to be
pull that
awesome.
off?
Canucks in Nashville tomorrow night. Pettersson's been sensational. That's 9:15 Eastern, Sportsnet Pacific. Again, no 2 games starting at the same time. I love this.
I love those black unis. Canucks unis.
Yeah.
I love those.
The Flames hosting the Rangers tomorrow. Calgary without defenseman Rasmus Andersson for that hit. 4-game suspension. Agreed? Anyone?
I don't know. I saw that
I'd say
Wenberg.
2.
Colby calls that a Tuesday
I
night
saw
when
a
he
guy
played.
got a two-gamer for hitting Tanev at the start of the year and buckled him and everything. He got 2 games.
That's 9:45
Way worse.
Eastern on
Get off my
Sportsnet
lawn.
360. John Bartlett, Gary Galley. Second period's coming up. It's the Habs. It's the Sabres. We're tied at 1. Back to Buffalo. That's next.
Tied at 1 ahead of the second period, and Sabres fans have watched Tage Thompson go from a young prospect with a lot of question marks around just what kind of player he was going to become to being one of the best goal scorers in the entire National Hockey League. Near automatic from his off wing last season. 19 of his 47 goals, 40% coming from that spot alone, as Gary mentioned in the first. He said this morning he's noticed early on, though, doesn't have as much time on the power play this season. Teams flexing out to cover him more aggressively than they have in the past. You could see the relief, though, on his face of getting that 0 off the stat sheet last week against Calgary. And then on Saturday in their win against the Islanders, a little bit of frustration set in, missing what he felt was a clean look that had to go in, and he took it out on his stick big time. He said, I just can't miss those chances. This is a guy who is incredibly demanding of himself and still trying to find a rhythm here early, John.
Well, when you score 20 power play goals, that will draw some attention, that is for sure. Very talented. That's a big line, too, with Greenway and him and Cousins. I mean, that's a big, rangy line that's hard to contain.
There's Tyson Jost working it up for Girgensons. He'll get it down the ice. Harris going after it, being chased by Kyle Oposo. Dropped it for Monahan. Tipped it free, Kovacevic. Send it around and cleared out by Jordan Harris. Indians worked their way in. Monahan dropped for Kovacevic, gets it back and snapped it wide. Monahan then tried to center, but it's turned over as Cousins will take off with it. One-on-one against Savard, shooting, and it's off the stick of Savard and out of play.
Well, great job by Savard. The first thing he's going to identify is what hand is Cousins, and he's a right-hand shot. So you leave him on that side. You don't allow him to cut back in. It just doesn't matter. You leave him there all the way through. As we look at the Canadians coming in, and Kovacevic getting one off the skate to the stick. And a little bit of help from Clifton, banging it back to him. But great job by Savard to leave Cousins to his offside and don't allow him to cut in on that forehand. If he wants to take a backhand shot, go right ahead.
Cousins sends it across, but Caulfield's there. Now it's up to center for Harvey Pinard. Raphael Harvey Pinard trying to get around Samuelson, who's lost his stick. Knocks him down, and then Cousins will clear it. Tage Thompson will ring it in. Out away from Allen, back in the net. Harvey Pinard off the boards trying to move it. Cousins has got it. Tipped away by Matheson. Thompson in front. Cousins shooting. It's blocked. Rebound back in the net. Thompson fires, and that one is off a stick and well up over the glass.
And here's the size and ranginess of this Thompson line that I'm talking about. When you have reach like that, and you heard Cassie talking about size and how much it makes a difference when you've got talent. You have the ability to box out bodies, you draw attention, then he goes into Cousins into the slot, searches out the puck after the shot. And that's a good shift for the Thompson line. And yeah, a bit frustrated you're not scoring as much, but if you keep playing and winning battles like that in the offensive zone, things will turn.
Matheson up for Savard. Pass onto the wing, tipped in by Slafkovsky. Anderson after the puck. Dropped it all on the board. Slafkovsky is there. Bounced over the stick of Anderson. Owen Power will reverse it as Skinner waits for it. Skinner bumped by Slafkovsky. Alex Tuck gets it to center for Middlestat. Feeds it onto the wing. Power checks up, tried to throw it to the net. Good hand-eye coordination by Newhook to knock it out of the air. Skinner right back on it, falls, but then he'll dump it in.
I think that's going to be icing. They're going to make all the Sabres come back.
Yeah, he was on the wrong side of center when he fell to dump it in.
Well, I'm standing right on the line, and I tend to agree with the linesman here. They're going to have a look at it on the bench, and they're going to say his follow-through had crossed the red line, but the referee's having none of it. He's giving him the Heisman. And they're going to drop this puck to the left of Comrie.
Yeah,
he was on the right side.
He was on the right side.
He was on the right side.
See if this results in anything.
The linesmen might have mixed up the fact they changed ends at the end of the periods. So he thought he was icing the puck, but he wasn't.
Barron up with it. Dustin Barron throws a shot towards the net. Picked out by Comrie. Barron, by the way, with 6 career goals now. That's the most goals by a Montreal defenseman at age 21 or younger since PK Subban. Harvey Pinard bumped. Alex Tuck takes it for Owen Power. Now Tuck will slide it across. Middlestat has got it. And he'll lift it in. Sabres get a change. Jack guy. Hands it off on the wing for Barron. Up to center. Pizzetta will angle it in. That'll be called icing and brought back.
Well, that one was a little more obvious, so there'll be no complaint there from Martin St. Louis. And the referee is now coming over to talk to Granato. And they're having a conversation, and Granato is explaining to him that we had a pretty good look at it here, and also on the Jumbotron. And it's pretty clear he was on this side of the red line. Hey, these guys, they're not perfect all the time, but they are pretty close. These referees and linesmen do a heck of a job. This game moves extremely quick. It's amazing some of the calls they make at the speed of this game.
Barron will lift it out at center. Pezzetta tries to find it, but it is Rasmus Dahlin that is on it. Up for Peterka. Peterka for Krebs. Drops it back. Olofsson left it at the line, and Dahlin has to go all the way back to his own end to get it. Miscue there for Rasmus Dahlin. He's got it through center, and here comes Dahlin. Slides it over for Victor Olofsson. Backhands it on net. Jake Allen has got it.
Well, we'll show you what Granato is not happy about, and I think it's pretty obvious when you see it. Here's the pass up the middle of the ice, and as it gets turned over right here, Skinner falls. As he falls, his skates are on over the red line as he throws the puck, but the puck is not, and I think that's where it was missed. They looked at his body that was crossing partly over the red line, but where the puck was not.
Harris up for Gallagher, poked out to center. Fired off the glass by Connor Clifton. Tyson Jost will send it in the Canadian zone. Kovacevic up by Girgensons. Monahan up with the puck off the boards, and he'll take off with it. Gets it across for Kovacevic. He'll gain the line as Pearson goes to track it down. Connor Clifton on it first for Buffalo. Erik Johnson met by Pearson and Monahan. And it's Pearson that's after it. He takes a healthy check from Connor Clifton. Girgensons around for Clifton. Pass up through center. Onto the tape from Oposo, who's lined up by Kovacevic. It takes two Sabres out of the boards. Slavkovsky back the other way, coming in. It's an offside, though.
Well, a couple of good solid hits. We haven't seen a lot of physical contact thus far in this game. Clifton, he goes in behind the net and rocks Pearson, and then not to be outdone, coming the other way, Kovacevic is getting a tap on the backside. When you get a chance to lower the boom, especially when the opposition has kind of banged up one of your guys, you might as well take a crack at it. Here comes the bee sting right across. Ba-boom, good solid check. Takes out two guys for the price of one.
Sabres holding it at the line. Jokiharju for power. Down into the corner. Greenway back of the net. Checked as Matheson got in the way. And it's carried out by Newhook. He'll slide it in. Power after it. Tracked down by Slavkovsky. Tage Thompson ahead at center for Cousins. Thompson drops. Cousins shoots. Great glove save made by Jake Allen.
The craziness of all this is sometimes the passes that get missed are the ones that create the best chances, and a bobbling puck coming over the blue line, and Buffalo gets it all sorted out. Cousins goes to give it to Thompson. He doesn't take it at first, and then all of a sudden there he grabs it, and he gets it right back to Cousins as Greenway backs up the play. But none of them could seem to get a handle on it going over the zone. It was kind of bumbling its way through, and then all of a sudden, what a save by Jake Allen.
Samuelson got it down, tuck in front. Skinner trying to get a shot. Savard was in the way.
That's a big save when you give up a quality scoring chance like that and your goalie bails you out.
Savard will play it up ahead. Slavkovsky works his way to center, tries to get by Rasmus Dahlin. He'll play it back of the net. Anderson going after it as he holds up Samuelson. Puck came out on Barron, and that will be called on an offside.
Well, no question there. The linesman right on the line, and Barron with a bit of a stumble, and the puck gets out of the zone. And for Marty St. Louis, it's real simple. You keep your team focused on the things that you want them to do best, and that is puck pursuit, good solid transition, and make sure that if you don't have a play, if you've got nothing, don't try to make something out of nothing. Don't give the opposition opportunity. Put the puck in a safe location, and then we'll get our skating legs on it and we'll attack it.
Here's a break now. Harvey Pinard going to the net. Stopped by Comrie. Stuck with him, got the pad down. Girgensons Will poke it in over the line. Oposo trying to find it. Girgensons lost his helmet. He goes to the bench. Oposo holds on to the puck. Sends it to the point. Clifton shoots. Allen the save. And he'll squeeze it and hold on. And Arber Xhekaj will knock down Oposo. That'll draw a little crowd. And Arber Xhekaj is going to go to the box.
I'm not sure if he's taking two or just one, but we're starting to get a little edginess to this game, Barts.
Montreal, number 72. 2-minute minor, roughing.
Well, Xhekaj is going to be the only one going here. And the Sabres will head back on the power play. First, this opportunity by the Sabres, and there you see Xhekaj coming in saying to Oposo, "Nah, you're not going to hang around, poke around my goaltender." As Caulfield splits the difference through to Pinard, he tries to deke, and I think he's looking to try to find the 5-hole. He's trying to wait out Comrie long enough to find the 5-hole, but good save by Comrie.
Shot by Dahlin, stopped by Allen. Savard will wrap it around the boards, and that puck will make it out, and Dahlin will back up with it. Played out for Tage Thompson. Thompson delays, now Tuck. Out of the wing, tipped in. Matheson has got it. Chased down by Tuck. Comes to the line for Skinner. Hands it off. Drive by Dahlin. Allen with a stop again on the short side. Monahan trying to work it free. Skinner slides it back for Thompson. Dahlin hands it off. Snapshot there by Cousins was blocked. Dahlin for Cousins once more. Back for Dahlin. He'll throw it off to Skinner. Skinner watched by Matheson. Up high for Dahlin. Rasmus Dahlin to Jed Skinner fakes. Cousins fires. Allen the save. Rebound. Another stop by Allen. Scramble in front. Cousins trying to get over to Thompson. Broken up. Canadians get it out at center. Short-handed rush. Here's Pearson shooting. Comrie with a stop. Tage Thompson will carry it back for Buffalo. Gets to the Montreal line, left it for Skinner. Jeff Skinner down to Thompson, in tight through his legs, and he put it wide of the net. Oh, what a finish that would have been. 30 seconds to go on the power play. In tight, Skinner centers, Allen a stop. Off the stick of Peterka. Back to the line, Dahlin hands it off. Thompson feeds it for Skinner. Back for Thompson, waiting, trying to get the pass for Dylan Cousins, but it was blocked on a good defensive play. Here's Dahlin, looks to get around Ullinen. He'll feed it over, Thompson shoots, Jake Allen the stop. It's cleared off the glass and down the ice. There's a little spice of the power play in this game for you. Now Girgensons, knocked down by Harris. Holds on to the puck to the corner, Newhook over to help out. 4 shots in that power play for Buffalo. They had their chances. Canadians had a shorthanded opportunity as well. Jokiharju feeds it up for Owen Power. Sends it back to Girgensons. Oposo trying to get by through center, didn't have space. Jokiharju for Tyson Jost, gains the line, gets by Arber Xhekaj. Oh, and then he's drilled into the boards by Xhekaj as the puck was bobbling in his feet. Anderson through center, got it in over the line. Anderson gets it back, feeds the point. Barron for Savard. Savard hands it off back in the net, centered in front, goes off a skate, cleared away. The crease with Josh Anderson right there as Jokiharju will clear it out. It's down the ice, and will be an icing call against Buffalo. Fans don't like that one.
Well, the best penalty killer on the ice has got to be your goaltender, and Jake Allen has certainly been that. The one thing that Buffalo was missing as Thompson tries to drag this across was a guy in the bumper spot. And there finally Cousins gets in the bumper spot, and it creates an awesome opportunity. They were playing all around the outside, then Montreal gets a break, down the ice they go. Monahan with a nice little backhand pass to Pearson, and Comrie shuts it down with the blocker. But you gotta have that guy in the bumper spot to keep the down low D honest, and that's one thing Buffalo was missing. Once they got him there, they started to get chances.
Oposo down the wing with control of the puck. Matheson will take him into the corner. Sabres complete their change. Harvey Pinard hustles after it. There to the line, kept in by Connor Clifton. Snaps it over to Tuch with a shot that's over the net. And that'll get by Clifton and back down the ice with Johnson going after it. Suzuki facing around Johnson as Clifton feeds it up for Middlestat. Stopped at center. Harvey Pinard slides it back for Savard. Matheson up to the line, off the stick of Johnson, knocked down by Clifton. Middlestat will escape Suzuki. Onto the wing. Here's Middlestat shooting. Allen the save, point blank. Dahlin's got it. Knocked away by Suzuki. Skinner trying to find a little room. He'll feed it back for Rasmus Dahlin. Got it out for Connor Clifton. Back to Dahlin. Dahlin throws it towards the net. Traffic in front, hits a body. Diving forward is Harvey Pinard. He's got it, and he'll clear it before Middlestat can make a play. Well, on the wing scale, this game's gone from mild to medium for sure. A little hint of hot sauce in there once in a while.
Dry rub.
Yes. Well, there's a lot of fans that want to see this rivalry between the Sabres and the Canadiens get a little saucy as these two young teams come into their own over the next several years here in the Atlantic Division. Gallagher after the puck, met by Olofsson. Monahan trying to play it. Dahlin is there. At the line, Gallagher will bat it in the corner. And that will be called on a hand pass. Jake Allen has been sharp in goal for the Canadiens in this game in Buffalo. Middlestat with a great chance, denied by Allen. And like we said, things getting a little bit more spicy for the Canadiens and Sabres here in Buffalo on a Monday night on Rogers Monday Night Hockey. Puck gets dumped into the Buffalo zone. Ullinen going after it, but it's worked around to the wing. Cut off by Barron. Centered. Evans shoots. Someone just sails over the net. Jack-eye for Pezzetta. Batted into the corner. Now knocked down by Ullinen, but Krebs is there. He'll hand it off. Here comes Peterka. Peterka down the wing. Looks to the net, and he snapped it wide. He had Krebs going to the goal. Barron up with it. They'll hand it off. Ullinen up for Pezzetta. Into his skates. Can't get past Yoki Harju. Ullinen follows up as he'll carry it into Sabres zone. Snaps it right on net. Comrie the stop. Can't control the rebound. Trying to pull it back in. Settle down for him. Krebs will hand it off. Peterka takes off at center. Ullinen shook up in the corner. He'll make his way to the Canadiens bench. Jake Allen fires it up for Evans. Pace of this game has picked up here. Dahlin, pass intended for Greenway.
Well, the one thing you can say about these two teams, Bart, is they've got young legs. Two of the top three youngest teams in the National Hockey League. The one thing the Montreal Canadiens had more of in the game against Washington in the previous game is puck possession. And you've noticed in this game with Buffalo, the Sabres have had the bulk of the puck possession. When Montreal gets a puck, it's one rush down the ice, maybe one chance, and then Buffalo is spending a little more extended time in the Montreal's offensive zone, and that's led to a number of really good saves, and especially on the last power play by Jake Allen.
Here's Dahlin with it. Rasmus Dahlin feeds it back. Cousins shoots, kicked out by Allen. Dahlin after the puck. Slafkovsky trying to knock it wide. After the puck goes Samuelson. Got it into the corner. Greenway trying to cause a disturbance as Newhook will kick it loose. Slafkovsky takes the hit. Try to poke it away, but it's sent to the line. Dahlin fires. That one missed. Samuelson gets it back for Tage Thompson. He falls, but he played the puck over to Dylan Cousins. Here comes Dahlin in for the point, going after it. Newhook well lifted by him. Cousins backs him up. Got into the corner. Greenway for Thompson with a shot. And Allen caught a piece of that. Slafkovsky will work it onto the wing. Not hard enough to get to Anderson. Canadians don't clear. Anderson now takes it away from Thompson, who was interfered with a little bit there. Anderson can't get it out. Dahlin settles it down. They'll play it across for Samuelsson. Back to Dahlin. Trying a shot. It's blocked by Slafkovsky.
He's out of gas.
Yeah.
He is out of gas.
Canadians have been out for almost 2 minutes here now.
Anderson went to hand the puck, slap it out of the zone, and he hit Slafkovsky on the back of the leg. And that was an extra 20 seconds in the zone, and a block shot off the kneecap.
Now Harvey Pinard will play it off. Caulfield shooting off a stick, and it ends up going out of play. Tage Thompson with a great opportunity for the Sabres, who are pouring it on here, but Jake Allen holds the fort for Montreal in a 1-1 game in Buffalo.
It's always a bit of a gamble, but the Sabres have put their cards on the table, locking up their young core. 2 big splashes right before the season and getting Rasmus Dahlin and Owen Power extended. 5 players on the roster that are signed through 2029 or longer. Kevin Adams, the GM, said the big thing was they were aligned in the philosophy. We want them to be here. They want to be here. Even Don Granato made the point this morning. It's gone a long way towards dispelling the notion that Buffalo has a tough time retaining players, John.
Well, they've got that good young core. Build around with a good future here.
Those 3 guys on the blue line, that's a pretty good start, you know. And if Levi can continue to grow in the net, and you know, and he's going to take a few more years before he really look at Connor Hart and Philly. He's having a great start to this year, but that's a big key to it right there.
Harvey Pinard in the corner, check by Poso. Justin Barron played out to center, tipped by Caulfield, knocked away by Johnson. Now Czechai will follow up with it. He'll backhand it in. Stop back to the net. Comrie will set it up for Johnson. Played around to Clifton. Shots are 12-6 this period, favoring Buffalo on an icing call against the Sabres.
Well, you'll remember for quite a few years, the Buffalo Sabres were blessed with some insanely good goaltending. I mean, Dominik Hasek for a number of years, only to be replaced by Miller. And when you get goaltending like that for a long period of time, it can hide a lot of little imperfections of your hockey club and give your team a lot of confidence. And they had some wonderful seasons and almost had themselves a Stanley Cup. And there's been a lot of growth since then in trying to find the guy.
Chance here in front, picked up. Monahan goes to the point. Matheson has got it. Played over for Monahan, went under his foot. Johnson trying to get to it. Monahan rolled it around, back to the point. Matheson for Monahan, back for Matheson. He'll settle it down. Matheson trying to hold on for Poso. Broken stick penalty coming up here. It'll go against Buffalo. Pearson sends it around the wing. Matheson had bailed out because he had to go to the bench to get a new stick. And now Poso will touch the puck. And a slashing call will put the Canadians on the power play as Kyle Okposo will head to the box.
Well, the captain will go to the box for 2 minutes or less as he is really hard on the stick of Matheson as he's going around him. He comes over the top of it, and right there, Paul Bunyan, right in half. It doesn't take a lot if you crack those sticks in the right spot. It's like slicing through butter with a warm knife. And the Buffalo Sabres will have to kill another penalty off here. Well, the Buffalo Sabres have 3 goalies sitting on their roster right now. Of course, Devin Levi, the 21-year-old, is the guy that everybody is hoping is the next guy that will hold that crease for a long period of time. But Luukkonen is another guy that they really, really like. And certainly Comrie, who's in the net tonight. And the reason why you can have 3 guys like that is all those guys added up together are just around $3.5 million, and that's it. So some teams have a goaltender, 1 goalie who's at $4 or $5 million. This team has 3 for under 4. So yes, you can afford to hang on to the 3 of them.
Matheson on a spin move at the line, and Caulfield firing, and it goes wide. Nick Suzuki will pull it off the boards. Suzuki down to the side of that. Monahan, a Caulfield firing, and that missed to the short side. It'll get by Suzuki and down the ice.
Well, Caulfield, the hero of the other night in overtime against the Washington Capitals. I mean, that's his sweet spot right there on that right side of the net. And he just can't find the net from there.
Matheson will back out at center with it. Played it over to Josh Anderson. Anderson puts it across. Monahan back for Anderson in stride. He'll flip it in and now trying to track it down as he runs into Samuelson. Caulfield and Alex Tuch fight for it. Monahan there as well. Anderson to the point. Matheson has got it. Played over for Suzuki. Next Suzuki holds on to it. Slides it for Matheson. Down to Caulfield trying to tip it side of the net. Caulfield wanted to get that to Josh Anderson. Monahan will go to the point for Matheson. Matheson to Monahan. Doesn't pull the trigger. He'll give it off for Matheson. Back to Monahan. Monahan put it into the skates of Samuelson that knocked him down. Here's Anderson with a shot that goes wide. Caulfield following up. It bounced over his stick with Johnson there, and it's down the ice. Xhekaj laid it off. Ullinen dumped it in. Alfonso out of the box. Good 5 aside. Ullinen trying to go to the point for Xhekaj. Thompson will clear it out. And now Jordan Greenway comes in shooting, and it's into the glove of Jake Allen.
A decent power play for the Canadians. They had a ton of offensive time and a few good cracks around the net. Caulfield had one here. Monahan comes out and slides it through the blue paint. I think Caulfield's a bit high. He has to skate down towards it. And then Xhekaj out at the point gets it tipped away from Okposo. And Greenway skates right into it. It's got a lot of speed and weight behind him. And good job on Allen to come out there on top of the blue paint to make the glove save.
Dahlin will curl back inside his own line and try to work it up the middle and turn it over to Jake Evans. And it's taken to the boards by Dahlin. Pezzetta back in the net. Owen Power on it for Buffalo. Watched by Pezzetta. He sends it across for Dahlin and now carried in. Cousins for Skinner. And to reach for it. Cousins follows up. Trying to knock it by Kovacevic, who will chip it around for Jake Evans. Left into the corner for Pezzetta. Fired to the line, knocked down by Power. Here's Dahlin. Chopped it down for Skinner. Casey Middlestat tangled up with Evans. It'll come loose. Trying to get to the net was Skinner, but he couldn't go there. Now it is Cousins that'll go to the point. Dahlin along the line, stays outside. Owen Power's got it, takes the shot. And again, it's into the glove of Jake Allen.
Well, nice job by Power to take the ice that's given to him. I mean, he comes in on his offside, and then he realizes he can walk this thing right into his forehand right there. As he fools Pezzetta, cuts in, he's right in the slot. And Jake Allen does a nice job of tracking him across and makes it look like a fairly easy save. There's not a lot of velocity on that shot for Power. I think at that point, sometimes you have that kind of time. Why not tee it up? You know, wrist shot, just tee it up with a slapper from there. Let it rip.
Connor Clifton, long pass ahead, grabbed by Peterka. Peterka goes down, penalty coming up to Morgan Barron, or Justin Barron, check that, that's his brother. Clifton will back up inside his own line. Comrie on the bench. Jokiharju hands it off, and out is Krebs. That'll leave it, and it's brought in over the line by Thompson. He takes a hit. Krebs to the point. Jokiharju slides it across. Clifton back to Jokiharju. Over to Connor Clifton. Watched by Harvey Pinard. Olofsson with it. For Clifton. Back to Olofsson. Now Peterka. Into the corner for Krebs. Krebs walks out. Peyton Krebs. Had to go around Olofsson. Krebs drops it back. Here's a shot, and Allen makes the save. Olofsson on the boards with it. Hit by Slavkovsky. Harvey Pinard will touch the puck, and a cross-checking call will give Buffalo the power play.
Barron heading to the box, and you'll see Peterka going towards the boards, and as he puts both hands on the stick. He gets down on the top of Peterka's pants right there. And that jets those legs out from underneath him, and down he goes, and Barron will head to the box. Good call by the referee, and 55 seconds left in this second period. Cousins will take this draw, and they'll move Thompson back to the point to rotate a one-timer in here.
Barron, super cross-checking in 1904.
Savard trying to hold it there against the boards. Tuck wants to knock it loose. Monahan will pull it out. Monahan gets it across for Tanner Pearson. He'll back it in the Sabres zone. It's angled to the corner by Comrie with Monahan skating in. Monahan dropped it back. Pearson shot, tipped by Monahan on net. Comrie made the save. Turned into a good short-handed chance for the Canadiens. Savard fires it down the ice. Jake Evans is going to get to it first. Skipped over his stick. That allows Cousins to feed it to center. Skinner drops it off. Alex Tuck up with it. Tuck in the middle. Cousins to Skinner. Dahlin for Thompson off the outside of the net. Tuck back for Thompson off his leg. Tuck throws it through the crease off the boards, and it goes to center as the period comes to a close. A minute 5 remaining in the power play. That'll carry over into the third period. Sabres out shooting the Canadiens 15-9 and had a couple of great chances, but Jake Allen was strong, and it's 1-1 through 40 as we send it back to David Amber.
Welcome back into the Sportsnet studios. No scoring in that second period. It remains 1-1 Buffalo and Montreal. Colby, Anson, Cassie, David, great to have you along. If you caught the pregame show, I hope you did. We talked a lot about great things about Rasmus Dahlin, Owen Power. Let's focus on Dahlin here. The good and the bad, Colby. What are you seeing?
Yeah, well, we talked about the comparisons of Power and Dahlin a little bit and kind of what dazzling Dahlin can do, and maybe a little bit of the riskiness that comes along with him, but so good at this, right? Like, see you later. Whoop, adios. I'm just working it here. This is what he does. And, you know, last man back at the blue line, but the skating ability plus that skills, right, to make it work. And even to the point where he catches kind of a bobbling puck here, and he's still going to toe drag. He doesn't care. He's got that in his bag, gives up a pretty good opportunity, but we also talked a little bit also of him of the nasty stuff, right, guys? And what he can do physically. Just uses his body, a big guy, like you said, right, Ace? And I love that little butt, like, what do you call that? Is that the Rob Blake reverse hit?
Peter Forsberg.
No, but he uses his butt, you know? So
BBL.
Yeah,
he was in Rio last week.
He's got a little bit of everything to his game, right? But I think you get a little bit of the riskiness with the way he can play and can work the blue line as well. There's like times where he does it where you're like, whoa, I don't know if I would do that. But these guys have ice in their veins that are skilled like this, and Dahlin's one of those guys.
And a long leash, right?
Yeah.
That helps.
That's exactly
plays
what it
a lot,
is.
and he's over 250 games. He's, I think, 23 or 24 years old. It's unbelievable how much hockey he's played for a young defenseman in the league. I know Colby says it's an easy position, but you don't see guys
In
breaking
your
like
league,
that.
maybe that's about it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Montreal.
I'd do that in beer league.
Not much happening for Montreal offensively. Their best player by far, Jake Allen, in this game.
Without question, he was like that on Saturday night as well. And, you know, we talk about adjustments with defensemen and forwards. And here's a little adjustment that Jake Allen does. So we go back to that first period. Ace, you were talking about this Jeff Skinner goal. He goes to that reverse VH, which leaves the whole top of the net open. Power play goal. So here's the second on the power play. Look, he goes down to the VH position. He's like, hey, if you're going to score, you're going to have to pass it across the crease. And I hope I have my defender there to help me out. So he just seals off the top part of the net. Nice little smart adjustment there by Jake Allen on the power play. Penalty kill for him.
And it certainly helps having Arbor Xhekaj, defending in front of him. His physicality, the way he plays, the way he competes, it makes it tough for the Buffalo Sabres forwards to go around the net. Like, it's a no-fly zone as far as I'm concerned watching Arbor Xhekaj out there. And if you're the Buffalo Sabres, you're definitely taking note of that. But the whole Montreal Canadiens defensive core, Cass, you're talking about Kovacevic, scrambling right now. He's on the bench right now talking with his coaching staff. Like, the coaching staff loves to see young players do that and have encouragement and let them know this is the right thing to do. Xhekaj making players pay the price in front of the net. And I don't care what the score is. If you're a young defenseman trying to make your mark in this league, you're going to play the same way and try to be consistent game in and game out.
Don't you love it, too, when you make a good play and your teammates are like, yeah, and or the coach is like, yeah. Like, that just fires everybody up, right? That's cool.
Sometimes it's like little things that you get those reactions because the guys appreciate it. And those guys are probably going to be known more for the little things that they do, those two defensemen in particular, but it's important. It's important to your team.
All right, we're going to head outdoors. You guys ready to head outdoors? I think a couple of you guys are going to be out in Edmonton for this big Tim Hortons Heritage Classic. Battle of Alberta. Yeah, no Connor McDavid most likely. That's unfortunate. And at this point, no Rasmus Anderson for the Flames, but it is the Battle of Alberta. We head outdoors. Ron MacLean and the gang, Sunday, 6:30 Eastern. Catch it right here on Sportsnet. Can't wait for that. Now, straight ahead, we're going to reveal the NHL records you don't want to have. And how is Jeff Skinner on this list? Answers coming up on Rogers Monday Night Hockey. All right, we're rolling towards the third period. 1-1. The Canadiens and the Sabres are tied. The Sabres, they're desperate to end this 12-year playoff drought. No one is more desperate to end this drought than Jeff Skinner. Why, you ask? Because he holds a very dubious distinction. The most NHL games played in a career without making a single playoff appearance. In fact, he's lapping the field right now. 937 games for Jeff Skinner. This isn't all about him, obviously. He's a 6-time 30-goal scorer, but they're the top 5 players all time as far as never playing a postseason game. And it made us think, what would be some other dubious distinctions and NHL records you don't want to hold? How about this? Former Carolina defenseman, a buddy of Justin Williams, Stephen Halko, record for most career games played without scoring a goal, 155.
It's a long time. That's 2 seasons.
I still
no
think
goals.
the playoff one is...
It's amazing that they just kept playing him. Meanwhile, Ken Danico, 256 games for Danico, was a very serviceable stay-at-home defenseman without a goal. That's an NHL record.
He's often stayed at home, too. I love Kenny Danico, great guy, but
here's one you probably don't want to have. During the 2019-20 season, Johnny Gaudreau, he had just 1 hit, the fewest hits in a season for any player in over 70 games.
You know, he rarely gets hit, too.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Dustin Brown lay him out one time, but that's the thing about Gaudreau as well, is he doesn't get hit very
excuses
often.
How about some love for the goalies? Ranger goalie Ken Tubby McCauley wasn't tubby enough, apparently, because he allowed 310 goals in 50 games. A 6.24 goals against.
I should play goalie.
Goalie's easy,
I could have played goalie. Look at that, no mask.
And speaking of Colby, back on January 7th, 2011, the Leafs beat the Atlanta Thrashers 9-3. They won 9-3, and somehow defenseman Brett Lebda was a -3.
You're getting on my buddy Lebs.
He was a -3 in a game because he scored 5 power play goals.
There.
How many points did you get that
Get
night?
him the
I
green
had a
jacket.
few points, but then this happened, so I didn't even know Lebs went -3. I got suckered a little bit there by Ben Eager, right there.
How
And
was the nose? Is that the nose?
No, it's my eye. I don't know how he didn't hit my nose. I mean, right? What are you doing?
It looks like he did hit your nose.
I know.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe that was the one that broke it.
No,
a few
it was my
times.
eye. I scratched my cornea. Honestly, one of the worst things I've ever had happen. I thought I was going down. Didn't sleep a wink that night. Flew to LA
This is
the
your
next day.
post-game.
This is me in LA.
Is that Tom Cruise?
Is that not Hollywood?
Is that Tom Cruise or is that Colby
I was trying to
Armstrong?
cover up the eye patch I had on, and I had to do some interviews about it. So I threw on my buddy Mike Komisarik's awesome sunglasses. Those are expensive.
Your nose is actually straight
It
there.
does.
Yeah, it's the
compared
glasses.
to what we're seeing today.
It's the fake nose that came with those glasses.
Yeah.
But I remember Jim Ralph asked me a question in that scrum with that scratch cornea. It was crazy. He asked me in that picture, he goes, are the rumors true about you and Madonna? That's the first question he asked me. And it was funny. We were in LA and everything too, so it was great.
You ever talk to Ben Eager after that?
No, I haven't talked to him, but
You have anything
looks
to say
like
to
I
him?
have to talk to my buddy Lebs. Lebs, they roasted you on this. They roasted you -3 on a big
Don't dodge
win.
it. Take your single. Say something to Ben Eager, too. Send a message.
He got 4 game suspension for that. So
Oh, did he?
Oh,
the price
wow.
was paid. The price was paid, Ben. And I'm okay. I just don't know how you missed my nose.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
That's a miracle.
There it is. We'll see if Jeff Skinner can remove himself from that record. And he's doing all he can. He scored tonight. It's a 1-1 game. Third period's coming up with John, Gary, and Kyle. Keep it locked here. Rogers Monday Night Hockey.
Look at the Peace Bridge as it's 1-1 here in Buffalo with the third period coming up. Stats after 40, brought to you by Desjardins Financial Group. All Hartford community hockey and the people who make it happen. And here's a look at the numbers in this game, Gary.
Well, you can see the offensive zone possession strongly favoring the Buffalo Sabres. I mentioned that earlier in the broadcast. They've certainly had a lot more puck possession, and they've had a lot more opportunities. And if not for Jake Allen, I think this score would be a lot different. He has been nails in the net for the Montreal Canadiens, and we'll hone in on his game and some of the saves he's made. There's one right in the slot off Cousins, and the rebound by Tuch, and he was all over that. He's been tracking the puck really well, holding his posts tight. He's challenged every time. And then when he's kicked a few rebounds here and there, his defense corps has done a real nice job at clearing those out of harm's way. And he is the reason this thing is still at 1-1. And 20 minutes to go, and as we used to say when we're on the road, win a period, win a big game. And that's exactly what the Canadiens are going to look to do. They could win this period and walk out of here with a road win. That'll be good, as Comrie lets the referee know, I just need a couple of minutes here. A couple of minutes and be good as new. And he's ready to roll.
Still a minute 5 remaining in the penalty to Justin Barron, who's in the box. So the Sabres will start the third on the power play. And they tried to jump the draw a little early. Now it is won by Dylan Cousins. Dahlin played it up ahead, and it's brought in over the line by Thompson. Off onto the boards for Cousins. Dylan Cousins. Now to Jeff Skinner, back for Cousins. Cousins dropped it at the line. Dahlin shoots, save made by Allen. And David Savard will ice the puck.
And that's a prime example of what I'm talking about. The puck comes, the shot comes, a rebound by Allen, and a pretty good one there. And Savard's there to get it, clear it out of harm's way. Buffalo's got to get in on those rebounds.
Cousins to the point for Dahlin. It jumped over his stick, and Skinner's got to back up with it. Jeff Skinner works his way in. Skinner drops it off. Thompson will set it up. Down to Skinner off his skate. Cousins back to the point for Dahlin. Over to Thompson, firing, kicked out by Jake Allen. And the Canadiens clear it. Dahlin for Thompson. They'll work it along the line. Drops it off for Cousins. Sabres are forced back, and out of the box is Barron. Thompson will get it in the Canadian zone. Kovacevic after the puck. Jonathan Kovacevic hands it off for Harris. He'll bring it in. Owen Power up by Caulfield. Yoki Haru will play it up for Olofsson. In a battle with Harvey Pinard at the line. Nick Suzuki has it in his skates, and it comes back for Greenwood. Yoki Haru, quick pass up for Owen Power. Power checks up, dropped it off for Olofsson, shooting, and Jake Allen has that one with no trouble.
Well, he didn't bleed a rebound there. The power play is tough because they move the puck to the middle, and those shots from the middle, it's hard for goaltenders to not kick out a rebound. And Cousin lays this one right into Dahlin. It's a quick shot. He's got to get the pad on it, but you trust that your defensemen are going to come down and clear anything that you kick out there out of harm's way. And that was a good job by Savard. You can't stop them all. You're going to kick out a few every now and then. And it takes teamwork down low to make sure that the Sabres don't get in on those. And it's up to the Sabres to get in on top of the net. When the puck gets shot from the point, especially on the power play, you've got to have guys looking for rebounds there.
Puck cleared out down the ice, and that'll be an icing call.
It's so early, and the sample sizes are so small. But, you know, these teams realize that if you're going to have any shot at the playoffs, and I mentioned earlier the expectations for the Canadiens is they're in a full rebuild here. It's going to take a bit of time. Sabres a little different. But your October and your November, those go a long way to helping you have a crack at getting in the playoffs. And there's a lot of teams that are out of the playoffs by November, and it's a fight to catch up and try to get in, and it's really hard to get in at the end. You've got to have a good start.
Dahlin takes his time with it. Try to play it up the middle. It ends up on net for Allen, and they'll set it up for Arbor Jacob. Josh Anderson plays it off. Carried in. Slafkovsky trying to catch up to it. He'll send it around the boards. Harvard Jack guy racing after it, but he'll take it out at center. And back up inside his own line. Now fired it past Slafkovsky, and that'll be another icing call.
Well, it gets a bit sloppy here as we start the third period. And I mentioned win a period, win a game for the Canadians, and also, you know, it's, you know, you're on the road and you're being outplayed, and you're tied 1-1 going into third period. You're severely outshot, 28-13. Your goaltender has been the reason you're in. And for Granato, it's like, hey guys, just keep going, just keep going. Let's get that next one.
That comes back to the point. And a big shot block there by Josh Anderson, getting in the way of Owen Power's attempt. Jokiharju onto the wing for Skinner. Jeff Skinner dumps it in. Out of the net comes Allen. Right up the boards. Gallagher is there. Now it's back for Matheson. Hands it off for Robert Jackeye. Cross ice pass. Too far for Newhook. Icing waved off though. Gallagher goes after it. But it's moved by Owen Power. Tuck has got it down the wing. Here's Tuck. Had to play it for Middlestat. A little too far ahead. He had to go after it in the corner. Tanner Pearson to Brendan Gallagher. Gallagher through center. Back to Pearson. Pearson throws it in front. Tipped on net. Scores! Gallagher jammed it home through the pads of Comrie. Goals in back-to-back games for Brendan Gallagher. The Canadians take the 2-1 lead. And that is vintage Brendan Gallagher kind of goal going to the net.
Well, the last two, I mean, you go back to the goal against the Capitals. He's driving down to the net as well. You're never too late to get to the net. He starts the play here at the blue line. Pearson drives down. He doesn't have anything. He throws it out in front. And it's Savard who has joined the rush, who's the guy in front of the net. And he tips this to the net. There's a right leg save. And before Comrie can get his glove down on it, Gallagher shoves this thing into the net. And they're going to have a conversation over by the referee's booth, the linesman and the referee. They're going to get a poll on what everyone saw there, but it looked pretty clean to me. It was pushed into the net. The goalie didn't get his hand on it. And that's a real stinger for the Buffalo Sabres, who have really had a lot of opportunities. And Jake Allen has shut the door all the way through. And here's the Montreal Canadiens on their 14th shot, taking a 2-1 lead. And you're right, Barks, that's vintage Gallagher. One thing you don't have to tell him is to go to the net. It's just built in, it's robotic.
The second of the season, 397th career point for Gallagher as he closes in on the 400 marker. And the Canadiens have the lead on their first shot of this third period. Alfonso trying to catch up to it. Third back is Caulfield, will send it across, and it's fired back in by Clifton. Jacka around for Barrett. Canadians get it out. Grabbed at center by Alfonso. Joseph lifted in. He's checked by Jacka. Suzuki trying to go up the boards for Cole Caulfield. They're all jamming at it there.
Play the puck here, it's loose.
The official saying to move it, it's loose. Comes right back for Oposo. Oposo knocked down by Barron. Caulfield high in the air to center, back to the Buffalo line. Greenway will get it up for Jost, and he'll dump it in. Jake Allen leaves it for Jordan Harris. Flushed out by Greenway, so he plays it off for Jacka. Cross ice feed as Ullinen will ring it in. Jake Evans goes back to the net. That's broken up, comes to the line. Harris is on it, snaps it towards the goal. It's blocked in front. Evans going after it, but it's Vezetta down to Evans. Cut off by Colleen. Vezetta goes after it, back to the goal. Greenway will find it. He'll lift it out, and that'll make it to center.
Montreal goal, his second of the season.
Harris to Ullinen, dumps it in, and takes a healthy check in front of the Buffalo bench. Jordan Greenway up with the puck. Colleen to center for Thompson. Knocked down and following up with the play is Cousins. He'll leave it. Greenway's shot kicked out by Allen. Cousins slides it for Jokiharju. Moves to the middle. Jokiharju hands it on for Power. Kovacevic played it for Slafkovsky. Juraj Slafkovsky into the skates of Newhook. Got to the Buffalo line, forced back.
That's got to be on the tape. That's a 6-foot pass, all of the speed going through the neutral zone.
Now that shot thrown towards the net. Tipped. Allen made the save as Power tried to get it to the goal. And Owen Powers forced back into his own end as Comrie sets it up for him.
It seems like a little thing, but if Slafkovsky can put that on the tape of Newhook, the play goes into the Sabre zone, and then it's offense. Instead, it gets turned around, and then Allen has to make a save.
Middlestad along the boards, tangled up by Monahan. Slafkovsky will skate it out. Put it into the skates of Monahan through center, but he's got it. He'll bring it in the Sabre zone. Tried to swipe it back for Slafkovsky. Turned over, and Skinner will hand it off for Tuck. Sabres on the attack. Middlestad got it across. Clifton can't get a clean shot on net. Colleen pressured by Jake Evans. Middlestad comes up with it. Hands it off for Clifton. Up the middle, and it's carried in by Peterka. Peterka lost it to Brendan Gallagher, and he'll backhand it out.
Heads!
Krebs tipped it up for Peterka. Olofsson trying to feed in the middle, broken up by Evans. And Jekka will get it out. Gallagher after the puck, he'll help it up into the Sabre zone. As Jokiharju will work it back the other way. Peterka dropped it out for Olofsson. He'll shoot, it's off a stick. Oh, and Jake Allen had to get the skate up against the post there as that came off the backboards. Canadians get it off the glass and down the ice.
I think he thought he had the puck for a second there, and he realized he didn't have it.
Now it's Peterka to the line, down the wing. Throws it on net. Steered aside by Jake Allen. Krebs trying to get it to the goal. Bounced away. Kovacevic will get it off the glass and lift it down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call.
Well, Brendan Gallagher has made his money. Heading to the net, and when he gets there at ill will. He'll battle and battle and battle. I still say Savard, great job on joining that rush. And it's plain to see as Comrie's reaching down for the puck. You'll see him reach down off the rebound off his right pad as he reaches down. That puck is still attainable for Gallagher, and he gets in there, and no one picks him up. 2-1 Montreal.
Shot by Power, angled away by Allen. Thompson tried to get it towards the net and missed. More Power let it go for Cousins. Back in the corner, Power behind the net for Greenway. Paige Thompson knocked it loose, but Nick Suzuki's there. His pass off the boards doesn't connect with Caulfield. Power will bring it back in. Owen Power trying to get by Caulfield. Kovacevic after the puck comes free in front, loose in the crease, and Jake Allen will cover it up and hold on as Greenway ended up on his leg, and Suzuki pulls him off. Will draw a little bit of attention from Kovacevic. Brendan Gallagher's 18th career goal against Buffalo, the most against any opponent for him.
The difference, that's Napa know-how. Plenty of times that Brendan Gallagher has been a major part over his 680 career games. Saturday night, a crucial goal against the Washington Capitals. And in Gallagher-like fashion, again tonight, going hard to the net and putting Montreal up one in the third period. He's heard the whispers from the exterior. Can Gallagher at 31 years old still play at the level that he once did? But he has said, I still feel I got a lot of good miles left. I enjoy playing the game. And for the second straight night, a critical goal for Montreal, John.
He's put a lot of wear and tear on those tires, but I'll tell you, as long as he puts a sweater on, he'll keep driving to that net.
Shot here by Allen, or on Allen, steered aside, and it comes back to the line where Samuelson tries to hold it in, jammed up against the boards by Pezzetta.
Those are hard miles. You have to understand.
Oh, they are.
There are guys who play this game who don't get into even an eighth of the amount of physicality that Brendan Gallagher is involved in on a nightly basis, and he continues to do it. Yeah, he might take a little bit longer to get to the net, but I can guarantee you, I know where he's going.
Oh, a big attempted hit by Samuelson on Pezzetta, and he only caught a piece of him and almost put himself into the Buffalo bench.
wonder if riding that stick last year has upset them. That's a couple of guys that have taken a run at him in this game.
The memories can be long.
Yeah, they don't forget things like that.
Offside call at the Canadiens line.
You remember Krebs put him into the boards in almost the identical spot. He drew a penalty on that. He deserved one. This one here, Pezzetta's got the shoulder facing into the zone, so he's got to be aware he's there, and Samuelsson comes across. And good physical play, lowers the shoulder, gets down towards Pezzetta's shoulder. It's a good body check.
Xhekaj up with it. Played around, comes in front. Middlestad had to go right off his stick, then try to get it up to the skates as he was kicking it around, and the Sabres are spinning around in the Canadian zone here. Jokiharju off for Middlestad. Now it's snapped towards the net by Power, and it goes wide. Puck went high up in the air. Everyone was looking for it. Power holds the zone. That came out, though, and that's an offside. A little too much of a stick handle along the blue line for Owen Power.
Well, when it came to him, I think he wanted to get it to his backhand to protect it and get it as far away from Slafkovsky as he could, and as he pulled it across, it just leaked itself outside the blue line. This is a big kid with a lot of great game to him. He plays good defensively. He's got a bit of offensive side to him. More so, he's just a real calm presence. I mean, he's on the ice. You watch him in the warm-up, you know, just really calm. He plays the game calm. For a young player in his second year, he just looks like a cagey veteran. I don't think he's had as good a start as they'd like to have had, but you know, there's no doubt he's going to be a real solid player in this league for a long time.
Penalty coming up here. Back behind the net, Monahan will get called for tripping, and Buffalo will get a power play.
Well, Monahan just dogging the puck's going to get his stick in the wrong spot as he reaches in. He gets the skate of Clifton, and the Montreal Canadiens head to the box once again. Well, another penalty 200 feet from their net, Barts. I mean, we've talked about that earlier in the game, too. You know, there's good penalties, and then there's penalties deep into the offensive zone of your opponent. Coaches do not like those penalties, and Marty St. Louis didn't like that one.
Puck fired off the glass by Matheson. He'll get it all the way down the ice. Comrie will stop it and set it up for Dahlin. Here comes Rasmus Dahlin. Alex Tuch will carry it in over the line, down below the goal line. Cousins going after it. Comes to the point. Dahlin sets it across. Oh, and Savard with a big block on a big drive by Thompson. He's without a stick. Evans will give him his. Dahlin with it. Back for Thompson, firing. Savard again with another big block. He's a warrior out there. I think he's without a skate blade, too. Here's another shot. It's deflected. Savard on one leg. He's trying to do anything to help. Dahlin has got it. Dahlin waiting. Cuts across. Played it over for Thompson in tight. Skinner with it. Look at Savard down on one leg. He only has one skate blade. He can't do anything. Dahlin hands it off for Thompson. Dropped it back. Dahlin to Thompson firing. Savard trying to get in the way again. And it's cleared the line. Not out. Skinner with a drive. Glove save made by Jake Allen. He gets a pat on the head from Matheson, and Savard will get a toe to the bench. What a shift by David Savard.
That will get your bench up on their feet. And Jake Allen snags it out of the air to help get his teammate, who's sold himself 3 different times for him. And no one's happier to see him catch that puck than Savard. 2 incredible blocks. And this is what penalty killing is all about. It's about sacrifice. Putting your body in the way of the puck, one after another. You see the skate blade behind him almost on the goal line. Not only is he feeling the burr of 2 slap shots that have hit him, he has no blade to move around with. What a gutsy shift.
Oh, and Power with it. Fanned on it. Pearson's got it. 9 block shots for Savard in the game tonight. As Pearson short-handed gets it across. Comrie with a save off Nick Suzuki. Pearson then follows up and almost got the puck back. Middlestat will carry it to center for Buffalo. Can't bring it in. Would have been an offside. Krebs had to clear, and then Peterka tried to get it in. Now it's chipped into the Canadiens bench. Buffalo in a little trouble trying to get in the zone there.
Well, nothing will get you more jacked up than your teammates selling themselves to block the shots, and then the Montreal Canadiens turn it around, and Pearson slides this over as Powers goes to the guy who's already covered, and that allows a pretty good shot on net. I'm not sure if Comrie realized Pearson was coming towards him when he dropped the puck for Power. He was standing right in front of him.
14 seconds to go in the power play. Puck back to the line. Here's Dahlin with it. Dahlin hands it off for Power. Power gives way to Middlestat. Middlestat sends it down low. Up high for Middlestat again. Power in his skates. To the corner for Dahlin. Trying to throw it across in the air away from Okposo and Middlestat. Monahan out of the box. Ullinen follows up. Ullinen has got it. Goes to the net. Can't get a shot. Hands it off. Gallagher shoots. Comrie with a save. Middlestat up the boards. Okposo is on it. Hands it off through center. Owen Power over the line for Kyle Okposo. Trying to follow up on it. Middlestat will get to it. And he is checked by Pearson. Aaron after the puck for Arbor Jacki. And now Pearson will get it across. Gallagher trying to catch up to him. Monahan there as well. Gallagher got it, but Monahan just hadn't cleared the zone yet. And then ends up being an offside.
A good penalty kill for the Canadiens. And they continue to hold this 2-1 lead, even though they're getting doubled in shots. A pretty gutsy performance thus far by the Canadiens and Jake Allen and the penalty killers. There's going to be certainly a press here coming down the last 7 minutes. The defense of the Sabres will be trying to take the walls away, pinching hard to keep plays in the offensive zone.
Kovacevic for Matheson, and it's rocked back behind the net by Jordan Greenway. Slafkovsky into the Buffalo zone, check to the boards, trying to play it in front. Now he stops it and is worked over by Connor Clifton. Newhook goes after it. Greenway will slide it up for Clifton. Out of the net comes Allen. Kovacevic will hand it off for Newhook. Slides it onto the wing. Anderson back for Newhook. In over the line. Floats it. Slafkovsky shoots. Comrie the save. Trying to get to the rebound back of the net. Newhook after it in the corner. Up the boards. Jacki will swing it across. Dahlin is there to turn away from Slafkovsky. Rasmus Dahlin. Down the wing with it. Moves it around off the boards to the point. Skinner follows up. Jeff Skinner cuts into the middle. Trying to get a shot. That one missed. Caulfield batted away. Cole Caulfield trying to get up the wing. He'll fight it out to center. Jokiharju skates it back in. Dropped it up the line for Skinner. Hands it off for Tuck. His shot's deflected away. Suzuki up the boards. Raphael Harvey-Pinard has got it. Harvey-Pinard down the wing. Throws it across. Caulfield trying to get to it. Tipped away by Owen Power. Kovacevic out to center. That puck now will skip back inside the Sabres zone. Power tried to play it. Suzuki got his stick in the way. Then Power, miscue. Pezzetta with a chance. Save made by Comrie. Pezzetta put it off the outside of the net. Knocked down. He'll draw a penalty. And a cross-checking call will give the Canadiens a power play, as Michael Pezzetta had a couple of great chances to try and give the Canadiens a 2-goal lead. One whack at it, and the second one off the outside of the net. And it's 2-1 Montreal in Buffalo.
Starting to take shape. We are less than a week from the 2023 Heritage Classic. Flames and Oilers, 20 years after the first one in Edmonton. Sunday, 7 Eastern, 5 Mountain on Sportsnet, John.
And Caulfield's up with a puck here on the power play for the Canadiens. He'll give it back to Matheson. Hands it off for Suzuki. Down to Monahan. Monahan waiting. Suzuki has got it. Nick Suzuki being watched by Johnson. Goes to the point. Matheson to Caulfield. Caulfield to Matheson. Shooting off the post. Rebound in front. Knocked wide. Caulfield's got it again. Cole Caulfield to Nick Suzuki. Back to Caulfield. Oh, and he tried to put it in front. Bounced off the leg and rolled wide. Johnson's got it. He'll get it to the point. Great play by Matheson to keep it in. Suzuki to Monahan. Around the boards for Caulfield. Cole Caulfield trying to shake off the Sabres. Back to the point for Matheson. Matheson snaps it on net. Comrie to save. Can't control the rebound. Caulfield trying to get to it. That puck will make it out to center. And Matheson's got it inside his own line.
Well, great puck movement by the Montreal Canadiens here. Good seam passes. Lots of opportunity. Nice job by Comrie to keep that disc out of the net. A goal for Montreal now will pretty much put this one out of reach.
Slafkovsky off the boards to the point. Arber Xhekaj tees it up, and it's into the glove of Comrie.
39 seconds to go. The other night versus the Washington Capitals, the Canadiens had a couple of opportunities on 5-on-3 power plays to bury the Capitals and take over the game. They didn't do it. The Caps came back. The power play's getting another opportunity here to bury a game for them. And Matheson rings it off the iron. And then Caulfield to Suzuki, back to Caulfield, and then a misfire off the leg of Greenway and out of harm's way.
Here's Arber Xhekaj at the point with it. Xhekaj waiting, played it off Newhook. Right back for Xhekaj. He'll shoot, blockered away by Comrie. Tanner Pearson after it. Gallagher around the boards. Newhook is on it. Newhook takes his time with it. Now we'll try to play it in front for Pearson. It kicks back for Xhekaj. His shot steered away by Comrie. Slafkovsky on the puck. 10 seconds to go on the power play. He'll play it across for Newhook. Newhook down low. Gallagher in front, scores! Tanner Pearson snaps it home with 4 seconds to go in the power play. And it's 3-1 Montreal.
That is a large goal for the Canadiens. As I mentioned, they let it go the other night against Washington. They were still able to get the win, but it was tight. Tonight, their power play gets it done. Both units doing a real good job of puck retrieval and keeping the puck alive, putting it in the right places. Pearson finding that area in the bumper spot where he's just away. Power stick doesn't get the puck, doesn't block it, and Pearson rips it home. Can't say enough about Arber Xhekaj. He comes out of the second unit. He's only got 40 seconds to work with. He takes 2 or 3 shots to the net, and those shots from the middle of the ice, it loosens up the penalty killing. It doesn't get them in their normal spots, and it creates some open spaces. Canadiens take advantage of it. 2:57 to go and a 2-goal lead.
Canadiens fans here in the building celebrating, and as a result, drawing the boos from the Sabres fans. As Mittelstadt's got the puck. Tries to drag it around. Tuck in front, cleared away to the point. Kept in Jokiharju off for Mittelstadt. Now Dahlin takes the shot. He'll get it back in the corner. Rasmus Dahlin centered in front. Mittelstadt can't shoot. Skinner, side of the goal, knocked wide by Dahlin. Sabres trying to keep the pressure on now as Kovacevic will get it up on the wing, and the Canadiens get it out. Brought in now by Jake Evans. Evans in front for Harvey Pinard out of his reach. Comes back to the point. Drive by Barron, stopped by Comrie, and it's fired off the glass and out. Alex Tuck through center with it. Canadians stop it. Evans will clear it out. With 2 minutes to go here in the third. Tanner Pearson, who already extended his point streak to 4 games with an assist on the Gallagher goal. There's the marker here. Put Montreal in front by 2. There goes Comrie to the bench for the extra attacker. Puck is fired in by Greenway. Matheson got it around, and Barron will get it down the ice, and that will be an icing call.
Well, it's frustrating when you feel like you're the team that's been carrying the offensive puck possession in the offensive zone, lots of shots, doubling the Montreal Canadiens at one point. And then all of a sudden, Brendan Gallagher drives to the net and everything changes. the momentum, the way the Montreal bench was coming over the boards for every shift, had more energy in it, more zip in their step. Then they get a power play opportunity, and their power play gets it done and gets another one on the board for them. 1 minute and 27 seconds and a timeout by Buffalo here to set up a draw. Hopefully get one quick.
So both teams will go over the plans here. All this time left, and we have a quick moment. Just want to acknowledge our crew tonight. Somebody fed the Mogwai after midnight. We had a lot of gremlins in the truck today with some technical issues, so our crew has been steadfast all afternoon and done a great job battling through that tonight. We appreciate all the work they've done to get us on the air and get the show brought to all the viewers tonight. So thank you very much to our crew for their excellent hard work today.
Yeah, kudos to that.
So the face-off will be in the Canadian zone to the left of Jake Allen. By the way, David Savard has not come back yet.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, after 45 blocks and a broken skate.
Man,
yeah.
Talk about going through the ringer in about 20 seconds. I mean, all that happened so fast, but what a gutsy shift, and speaks volumes for Savard. He's a gamer.
Canadians win the draw. It's played back of the net. Nick Suzuki has got it. He'll fire it down the ice, and that'll be an icing call.
No matter how often I see it, it's just really hard to get out of my head. You know, back in the day when they invented dirt and I was playing, I mean, no one ever went for the empty net. It was like, you just don't do it. And you see it so often now, it's automatic. You win the draw, you get the possession of the puck, and you gun for the open net. I mean, it's just, you know, and I get it. And the guys are so good at it. Back in the day, boy, that was certainly something that was frowned upon.
Cousins trying to win the draw off a scramble. Into the corner it goes. Matheson trying to play. Peterka lost it back in the net. And Kovacevic will get it out at center. It's flipped towards the net by Caulfield. He tries to jump around Dahlin, and they'll call that icing and bring it back. Well, and the Canadians bench is upset about that, yeah.
Well, they've got one. Buffalo's already upset at one that was a bad call, and I'm not sure. I thought he was over the line when that went in as well, but we're going to let it go. Maybe he just didn't get there. It's a good call. He wasn't there. It's so hard. These guys are moving. They're jumping through people. The puck is rolling ahead of them. He got the call bang on.
Here's Dahlin with it. Poked away by Caulfield. It'll make it to center. Rasmus Dahlin hands it off, and it's brought back in by Cousins. Onto the wing for Tuck. Tuck will wrap it around the boards. Gets it right back. Now fired it off for Skinner. Tuck lets it go. Middlestat pressured by Matheson. Kovacevic comes in to help out. Cousins trying to play it. Tuck knocks it off the glass. That one caught the netting, and that'll get a whistle with 34.3 left on the clock.
Well, for the Buffalo Sabres, they'll head out to Ottawa tonight, and then it's a lot of road action, and maybe it'll be what the doctor ordered, as it looks like they're going to fall here in this one and drop to 2-4-0. And as I mentioned to you, they got a plethora of road games coming up, 13 of the next 18 on the road.
Canadians win the face-off again. Monahan with the win. Matheson will clear it out. Evans will stick with Dahlin. Now curls back. Rasmus Dahlin, pass ahead. Alex Tuck in with it. Tuck shoots. That one's over the goal. He'll get to the line. Oh, and Jake Evans takes the hard hit from Dahlin. But Evans back to his feet, trying to shoot it down the ice. Went off of Pearson. Maybe one last rush for Buffalo here as Middlestat will get it in. Evans will clear it away. Gallagher at center for the empty net. Oh, it just missed it. But it won't matter as the Canadians hold on and get the 3-1 victory over the Sabres here in Buffalo, and an excellent performance by Jake Allen once again.
Well, Jake Allen, but just a gutsy performance by the Montreal Canadiens. And the veteran Gallagher gets the game-winning goal, driving the net like he always does. And then how about a tip of your cap to the power play, who gets the dagger at the end, something they didn't do the other night. Good, solid road win for the Montreal Canadiens, a little character builder.
So the Canadians improve to 3-1-1 on the season. Buffalo drops to 2-4. Both teams back at it tomorrow as Canadians will have the New Jersey Devils, and Buffalo travels to Ottawa to take on the Sabres. Canadians win it 3-1 in Buffalo. Sportsnet Central.
Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals, the exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library, exclusive access, top leagues and tournaments,